Scorpio, this is Carrie from Celestial Forecasts. I hope you guys are doing well. This is your love and life reading for the first half of October, from the 1st all the way through the 15th. And the questions that I will be focusing on for this general reading is, how do they feel about you? And then we'll take a look at how they feel about the actual connection itself. All right, guys, so general as always, please keep that in mind throughout the reading and take from it what makes sense for you and release the rest. All right, Scorpio, let's get into it. So this could be for Sun, Moon, Rising, or Venus. This could be for cross watchers as well. So let's go ahead and grab a dialogue message from my Heavenly Hearts Oracle to get the conversation started for Scorpio. Ooh, we've got, I was just going to pull one card, but we've got 3. Let's go ahead and pull them. All right, these literally jumped out of the deck. The heat is rising between you and I. I can feel you even when you are far away from me. Hold my hand through this journey of love, romance, and life's adventures. I can't imagine going through it with anyone else but you. Wow. All right, so this is focusing on how do they feel about you. Take whichever one of these messages you feel sounds more like something your person would say to you if they had the opportunity to do so. All right, so let's go ahead and grab one more dialogue message from the Heart and Soul Whispers of Love deck by Jennifer Aquarius Tarot. That's what happens when you do too many readings in one day, get all tongue-tied. All right, Scorpio, let's grab one more. One more message, please, for the collective, for Scorpio. Okay. It was time to go our own separate ways. All right, so I feel for some of you, you went through something pretty difficult as far as a separation, a breakup, but regardless of that, the both of you could still be feeling each other's energies, whether that's emotionally in the heart space, in the 5D perhaps. Yeah, I can feel you even when you are far away from me. But I feel also when you guys were together and times were good, the chemistry was pretty intense. Maybe they love to hold your hand, or that's something that you guys love to do to be able to show each other affection. But this person is clearly telling you, I can't imagine going through life without you, okay, with anyone else but you. Okay, so let's go ahead and grab some tarot. I apologize for that beeping in the background. I swear this warehouse close to us. I could be in my office all day, cleaning up, vacuuming, doing whatever, and they won't make a noise. Not one bit of noise. And I decide to do some readings, and here we go. Oh my gosh. All right, well, we're starting off with the Judgment card. This is definitely someone from your past that might have hurt you, okay? 7 of Swords coming through. There could have been cheating and infidelity that happened in the partnership. So, could have been a third party. But I'm also feeling this is someone who will resurface. They want to return. They want to come back. They want to talk to you. Even though there was a time that you guys decided to part ways, they're feeling drawn to you still. Let's see what else. We've got the 6 of Pentacles. We have the 2 of Swords. So part of the reason why you guys probably broke up, Scorpio, is because they just weren't investing fully in the relationship. This right here represents the equality that's necessary in a relationship so that you guys are both equally deserving of the attention that you give to each other. But that was clearly not happening. If things are at a standstill here, if things seem to be stuck, maybe there is no contact. For some of you, maybe it's been a while. For some of you, maybe it's been years since you've talked to each other. So I'm picking up infidelity. If it wasn't that, then they did something to hurt you some other way. What else do we need to know here? We do see the Four of Cups. Ooh. And we see the King of Swords. Some of you guys could have dealt with a divine masculine representing Aquarius. So the thing with the King of Swords, sometimes they're just not ready to commit until they actually are ready to commit. That could be part of their realization, the clarity that they finally now have. But I'm feeling for my feminines, perhaps it's been too long since you guys have interacted. And maybe it's too late at this point, because the Four of Cups, as we can see here, that missed opportunity, that could be a part of the reality and why things are no longer moving in this relationship. So if it was infidelity, or again, whatever happened here to break you guys up, we're seeing a masculine, maybe they've worked really hard on themselves to come towards you as a better person, because the King of Swords could also be very loyal in a relationship when they're ready to be loyal, you know? And I feel with the Judgment card right next to it, they have definitely had time to take a look at the past here and how things unfolded, and they want to be able to change things up. But maybe it's too late, and that's possibly why they've got a lot of regrets here. Five of Swords. They can't stop thinking about you, I feel, Divine Feminine. Eight of Swords, it's feeling mentally imprisoned, you know, unable to do anything about a particular situation. We see the conflict with the Five of Swords. There could have been sneakiness going on here when it came to this masculine, and now they regret their actions, perhaps. They're now able to think a lot clearer, the way perhaps they weren't able to before. This was a very hurtful situation here. At the end of the day, what I'm feeling is if they have to truly give up on the idea of getting back together, I mean, life moves on, but it will always be a very painful memory for them of what they lost in the relationship. And Divine Feminine, if you relate to this reading, I feel it took you a while to heal from the pain that you might have endured in this relationship. But maybe at this point, you have also moved on. We do see the Lovers card right here. You could be dealing with Gemini. This is a card of choices. It is a card of decisions when it comes to our romantic connections here. So no doubt there was a lot of chemistry. You know, remember the card here, the heat is rising. So that intensive, hot, passionate connection, perhaps when you guys first connected, they think about that, possibly fantasizing about that and wanting to bring it back together. So I feel at one point in time, the chemistry, the attraction, the love, it checked the boxes, you know, but something clearly shifted and changed here between the two of you. But I'm ultimately getting that with this King of Swords, we have a masculine here who wants to change things for the better if given half a chance to do so. It's up to the feminine, I feel. Could be dealing with a Virgo also. This could be you, Divine Feminine, where you're just wanting to spend time on your own. Maybe needing this time of solitude in order to get your thoughts together. But maybe the masculine has been in that hermit mode themselves. And that's what's this energy I feel that's coming through after having had a lot of time to think and what it is that they want at this point, which I feel is to bridge the gap between the two of you. But there's this Five of Wands indicating that maybe there are other people in the mix now, as far as maybe the feminine having moved on to another partner. And maybe that's not possible at this point in time. Maybe that boat has sailed, you know? It's too late, perhaps. Yeah, look at this, guys. We've got the Eight of Cups. So one of you decided to walk away. Either one person decided to walk away to pursue another relationship, and that's why things ended. Or because of either infidelity or some challenges. Maybe Divine Feminine, you decided to end things. But we have the Ace of Wands. So this could be a situation where maybe the masculine is seeing things from a very different angle and really wanting a new beginning. For sure wanting a reunion. Four of Wands. That's our 1111 card in tarot. So 1111 is a very uplifting number. And either it can represent a wish that can manifest, and it can also represent a sign letting you know that you are finally on the right path for your life. This could represent happier days somewhere down the line if you're open to the possibility of a reunion. So a lot of it depends on how you feel. Would you be willing to even accept this person back in your life, or are you done? Have you already moved on to somebody else and this is a done deal, you know, because you both have your own free will. And just because somebody resurfaces from your past, that does not mean you have to entertain that, you know. It's totally your call. All right, Scorpio, let's go ahead and grab our next batch of cards here. So focusing now on the question, how do they feel about the connection specifically? So I'm going to go ahead and grab from my HEARTSPACE Oracle. Focusing on the connection. So you guys went your separate ways. We see that. But this person from your past can't seem to stop thinking about you. Can't seem to move on fully. Angels and spirit guides, please, for Scorpio. What else do we need to know for this love and life reading for the first half of October? Focusing now on the connection. What started out as friendship turned into something so magical. Let's bring the magic back. Take that if it applies. Maybe you guys did start off as the best of friends and it turned into romance. Let's grab one more here. For Scorpio, please. Interesting. You're irreplaceable, but so am I. Okay. All right, so let's grab some tarot and clarify this. I'll be pulling from my yummy tarot deck here. So some lessons have been learned, I feel. They clearly want you back. It could have been a very magical relationship. Look at that. We've got the Two of Cups. So they see you in that way. They see this as true love, but maybe at the time they didn't value it as much as they do now. Divine Feminine, you're coming in with the energy of the Queen of Cups and the High Priestess. I'm telling you guys, during the course of a week, I do so many readings and I shuffle my decks, obviously repeatedly, right? Even for personal client readings. And I don't know what it is about my readings in particular for me. These two cards representing the feminine, I'd say at least 80% of the time, they come up right next to each other. And it's so significant for the feminine because it's picking up off of the feminine's intuition. So in other words, Divine Feminine, if you've ever doubted what your suspicions or your instincts or that gut reaction or feeling, if you've ever doubted it, whenever you see these two cards together in a reading, that's a sign for you to not doubt. That's a sign for you to really pay attention to what is surrounding you. What are the signs that your angel guides, your spirit team, the universe, what are the signs that you are being given? Because the answer might already be very clear in your own heart. So that's something that you really need to hone in on and pay attention to it, because there's just something about these two specifically and a whole entire deck that keeps resurfacing repeatedly for my readings. And so that's a huge message for the Divine Feminine. Trust your intuition. Don't second guess it. And if you are an Oprah fan, okay, so back in the day when she had her show, she's had quite a few shows where it was talking about our safety. I forget who was on her show, but it was basically a self-defense class that was being taught to the audience. And part of what was being taught was to trust your instincts. And something as simple as when you feel you're in danger, or if something is off and you actually get that little inkling that's trying to nudge you to either back off, turn the corner, don't do it, whatever it is, and then you ignore it, in a way, you're ignoring the red flags of a situation. So there's something there. There's something tied into that energy. Okay. Look at this. Scorpio, this is your reading, and we are seeing the Death card representing your own Scorpio energy. So for you especially, and it could be for my feminines, where you really are going through a lot of changes in your life, I feel those are good changes in order to create something better in your life, whether love life related, whether life matters, whatever it is. This is the universe wanting you to move forward in a whole different direction. And I'm feeling it. I'm picking it up for my feminines. So this might even be how you're feeling, Divine Feminine, letting your masculine know. It's like you might have felt like you were irreplaceable, but I am too, and you didn't recognize it at the time that we were together. So even though they want you back, that doesn't necessarily mean you want them back, unless you do. Again, it's up to you how you are able to interpret that for yourself. Look at that. 9 of Cups. They're still wishing for you. They really are. More Divine Feminine representing itself here. So, Queen of Pentacles, generous, nurturing. Queen of Cups, as we have already discussed, intuitive, sensitive. So my feminines, you're really showing up for this portion of the reading, which for me is an indication that the masculine thinks of you heavily because the love is still there. And they recognize perhaps that they contributed to why it came to an end, which is why they want to be able to bring that magic back. Look at the next card. We've got the Magician. So that for me is an indication of their true desire to want to manifest you back into their life. And this is also confirmation that this is stressing them out. Just the fact that maybe they're not sleeping at night, they're having nightmares, they're feeling paranoid, they're stressed out. Maybe they're afraid that if they were to reach out or resurface in your life that you would reject them anyway. But this is a clear indication that they feel, anyway, that they want to be able to take that risk, that it's worth failing, perhaps, because there's a chance, Divine Feminine, that you would reject this person, especially if they hurt you big time. And why would you ever take someone back like that? That is your choice. But it's also their opportunity, perhaps, to prove to you that they've changed. So it really does come down to taking that leap of faith. That doesn't necessarily guarantee that they will succeed, but it's worth the effort anyway. I feel that's how they're tapped into that energy. Look at this. Chariot, followed by the Emperor. This is clearly from the Divine Masculine, letting you know, Divine Feminine, that they want to move this situation forward. They don't want to be stuck in the past. They want to be able to fix this situation. They're ready to take action, even if they do fall flat on their ass. They're ready. They want to move forward. They don't want to focus anymore on what happened to break you guys up, or what might have hurt you, or the situation, or the connection. So if you're willing to give this relationship a second chance, if you're both ready and willing to give it your all, then perhaps for some of you, there is absolutely a chance to make it work. We've got the Justice card, we have the Ace of Cups, and we have the Six of Wands. So very nice cards to wrap up this portion of your reading, letting us know that there is the opportunity to bring balance back, that there is the chance to renew this relationship. And should you both decide to do that, then it can be a very successful one, especially with cards like the Chariot and the Six of Wands indicating victory and success and representing movement away from the situation that ultimately hurt you both in the past, or broke you guys up and created distance and time apart. Okay, so that's what's coming through there. Let's go ahead and grab some final messages for your reading here, Scorpio. So I'm going to go ahead and pull a few cards from the Stay Inspired Oracle cards by Sister Moon Tarot. I absolutely love this deck. For Scorpio, please. That makes sense for me, okay? Especially if you decided to free yourself from the relationship because it was just not working for you. You got to follow your heart. Let's grab a couple more. For Scorpio, please. Look at this. We have freedom. So that for me is an indication that I'm feeling it from my feminines, really. I mean, if it's for the masculine, if it's the other way around, then of course interpret it in that way. I'm just feeling more so of a feminine energy. Divine Feminine, you probably did distance yourself. You severed ties. You walked away. You freed yourself from a challenging relationship. Maybe because there were other people in the mix. There could have been cheating, infidelity, things of that nature. If it wasn't that, it was something else that was like this heavy anvil on your shoulders and you needed to break free from that. Okay, let's go ahead and grab one more, and the bottom card is message. So I really do feel that someone from your past may very well reach out and connect with you. It could be a literal message, either a text, maybe on social media, it could be a card, a letter, whatever it is. But this is someone who wants to talk to you, who wants to be able to get that conversation started. All right, so let's read these anyway. So this is your life. Don't live it restricted by your past or the opinions of others. Write a new story. Freedom. You are as free as you choose to be. Freedom is a mindset. Absolutely. So take that how it makes sense, right? And then we have message. Communication is needed. Communication is coming. Read between the lines and speak your truth. And certainly this person from your past needs to be able to speak their truth. Otherwise, you're going to pick up off of it real quick if they're not. Especially my feminines. I really feel that. All right, guys. So I'll leave that there. Hopefully there's something in these messages that resonate with you and helps you out. And hopefully if you are interested in your own personal private reading, that information is down below in the description box. All right, guys, I'll see you next time. Take care.